More than 850 retail staff are assaulted or abused every day. Now, it's not the cost of living crisis doing the assaulting or the abuse, is it? That, again, is thuggery. We're joining me now by former Met Police officer Norman Brennan. Norman, thank you very much. So, at the moment, we have people, in fact, I have actually seen this happen with my own eyes, people walking into shops or department stores, opening a rucksack, scooping as much in, and then just legging it. Why is that?
Yeah, I'm also here as the director of the Law and Order Foundation, so I look at crime board. I'll tell you what has happened is that we've had criminals that commit crime day in and day out. Police don't turn up, shop don't feel protected, and nobody challenges them. And as a result of that, we now have criminals that believe that they can do what they want. They go shopping in their own hours, their own time. They don't pay for anything. They walk out. They don't get stopped. They don't get arrested. They then do it again the following day. Sometimes people do it several times a day. Then they get involved in gangs. And these gangs now have actually got full-time jobs as shoplifters. And those figures you've just highlighted are absolutely horrendous. 850 shop staff, either physically or verbally abused every day. That's over 300,000 a year if you take into account Christmas, Easter, and other essential days they're closed. Absolutely disgraceful, and who's doing anything about it?
Well, this is the thing. I just refuse to believe that it's the cost of living crisis. I'm sorry, but there have always been people who've been struggling to make ends meet. There has always been petty theft. There has always been a bit of shoplifting. But it is not people now, in my view, who are so hard up that you've got to go into John Lewis and nick a laptop. The lady who's in charge of John Lewis said that in one case, there was someone who tried to turn up at her Glasgow store, and they were looking around the tech department, so high-value goods. They got spotted and turfed out, so they drove from there to their Edinburgh store and then raided that instead. These are organised criminal gangs, and as you said, the reason why they believe they can get away with it, unfortunately, is because they can.
You're absolutely right. I recall when I was a serving police officer at local Sainsbury's, local M&S, we regularly got called. It wasn't unusual that people had 60, and I think in one particular case, 115 previous convictions for shoplifting. Now, if that's the times they got caught, how many times didn't they get caught?